So, welcome to the cash game Heads Up Challenge. We've got two players playing today, Mochy versus Abe the Snake. And we are going to show this game in 4 parts. Now, at the end of every episode, there's going to be analysis by Mochy and myself, so do stay tuned to that. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, who is Abe the Snake, and why on earth would he challenge the best player in the world to a high-stakes cash game? Well, Abe the Snake is a bit of a New York City legend himself. He has been playing games for money like backgammon, poker, and gin professionally all of his life. But recently, he's come across backgammon pages on YouTube like Backgammon Galaxy, where he saw the UBC championship. And he also saw the United States Backgammon Federation page and saw Mochy playing on there and wanted to take his shot. So, here we have this challenge. I hope you like it. Now, Abe is not a stupid man, okay? He knows that he was a dog and decided to build in one very special rule before challenging Mochy. And that rule involved the clock in a money game and a very special time penalty for both players if they went over their delay time. So let's look into the rules and start the challenge. Ah! Good. So the rules are as such. We have a regular cash game, but with a clock. There will be a 12-second delay time only. There will be no reserve time. Any additional second used over your 12-second delay time, the time you use to roll and move, will cost you 1.5% of whatever they're playing for. Now, I agreed that I would not disclose what they were playing for when I broadcast this, but just know it's enough. And 1.5% of a point per second is a lot. But will it be enough for Abe the Snake to overcome Mochy's perceived advantage in this game? So you are going to see a money game, but played at a speed and a pace unlike I personally have ever seen before. They play so fast, in fact, the commentary over this video is going to be almost none. I'm going to be shouting out dice rolls and just being shocked at what I see, I'm sure. Some of the other rules, dice on checkers is a legal roll just to speed up the game. If the die lands on top of a checker, flat, it's going to be considered a legal roll. If it is cocked, they get to reset the delay time and roll again. If the die is rolled off of the playing surface, they get to reset their clock and roll again. You know, just be gentlemen about it. Also, the Jacoby rule is in effect, so you cannot win a gammon unless you turn the cube. And they are also playing with beavers, meaning that if you choose to take a cube from the opponent, they double you, and you think it's bad or just, honestly, for any reason whatsoever, you can turn the cube to 4 and hold on to it. Will we see a beaver in this match? Only time will tell. So let's get this game going. Enough talking from me. In 3, 2. Tricked you. Of course. Let's go.
You didn't pick up your dice.
We're using 2 sets.
You didn't pick up your dice.
We're using 2 sets.
Using 2 sets of dice.
Your dice.
Yeah.
Your dice right there.
Yeah, and then once
Oh, first discussion.
Because he said that he didn't want to.
Using 2 dice, 1 set of dice. Should have thought about this before, but we didn't.
Better for you, you're slower, so it's better for you.
And the idea is that Mochy is slower, so it's better for him. Whether or not he actually thinks so is up in the air. And the sound you hear in the background is somebody making coffee. Five, 3. And down. Does anybody else want some coffee? You want some coffee? I want some coffee. We all want some coffee. Let's go. I actually don't drink coffees. Red Bull only. Oh, that's the first blunder of the match. Interesting. Wow, look at this speed. Double 6, obviously out and around. 3-2 makes the 4. And double. And pass. Okay, well, that game took about 4.5 seconds. And money has been lost.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Tell him to bring me my money. All right. Whew. 6-3 hits and splits. 3-4 just comes out. 2-6. 1-4. Interesting mistake here. 5-3. Let's try to ignore the coffee maker in the background for the time being. I promise you, it doesn't go on forever. The day is just beginning, though, and it goes long. Hence why we have the 4 episodes and tons of games between these two great players. That double 3s error seems to be really, really big. Mochy's PR, obviously, just after, 1.5 games is at a 6, which is way above his average. I'm sure that will come down as we go along. Double 6 is fan. Talk about not a good roll. He rolls on. That was a big cube, medium cube. But you don't have time to think about these things, really. You just have to assess and move on, because every time that you take an extra second over your delay time to think, you're being charged 1.5% per second. Which can add up. Makes the 2. It makes the 9. Wow, good play. Double 4s. Makes the point and comes down. 5-1. I think I'd make the 24 and the 13, but there's no time to think about that. Another mistake. Okay. Double hit, 5-3, fingers crossed. Ah, the 5 hits. I mean, this pace is ridiculous, by the way. Absolutely crazy. Double. Oh, he took a pass. He took a pass. There's no time to think about it. 5-4. 4 hits. 5 hits twice. Okay. 4-1. Double 3s. Cover. The 2 back checkers can't move, so this is essentially forced. 3-6. Makes the 18. Great shot. 5-6. I mean, sure, I guess. 4-1. No, 4-3 is the roll. And 3 steps up. So Mochy is on the bottom. Abe is on top. The 2 just enters. 1-2. Nothing else really moves. Guess 12 to 9 is good enough. 4-1 just splits to the 20. You don't want to get stuck back there. 3-2 hits. Okay, this seems reasonable. 1-6 in and out. 5-1 just makes the 5 point and comes in. Okay, 6-4 is a good roll. Gets to hop that little mini prime Abe has going. 6-3 just needs to come around. You see, with 2 anchors in his home board, he doesn't have to worry about the contact so much, right? He just needs to make sure he keeps all of his checkers in play so he doesn't end up making his position awkward. Five, 1. I guess we're not going to give him a 6 to hit us. 5-3 just comes out, keeps the double anchor in the home board, keeps the 18 point for now. 6-4 misses. 3-1. He hits. I don't know if is the hit right. The hit is right on plus analysis. We'll see. Okay, 3-6. Hits and down. 3-4, just in and out. That's a good number. Double 2s, no hit. A6, die on checker, legal roll. Three, 6 fans. 6-5 is a misser. Okay. 5, 6 in. 3-2 another fan. Okay, so if he gets to clear all of these points while he's on the roof, it should make winning this game much easier. You know, generally, I guess in an ace-4 game, he would prefer to get a shot as he's bearing in, since it shouldn't be too hard to gain freedom if he's able to ace-3 hits. 1-2 steps all the way up. The 2 shouldn't hit. You don't want to expose 2 more blots. Getting 2 or 3 guys sent back would be infinitely much more difficult to get around the board. Oh, and the 3-6 hits. Ace-5, we just spread off, right? There's no other play. We're not breaking our board. Our board is our only real asset besides the double anchors in these positions, so breaking our board to keep the 18 is just not something that's going to happen, really. So the 4 hits, and he's just hoping he continues to fan forever while he takes the checkers off. So that was a 6-4, double 4s, in and out. 5-3. This is forced. Just take 2 off. Not forced. You could leave a shot, I guess, if you wanted. I wouldn't suggest it. 3-1. I would just clear the 6 point. Seems pretty safe now. Only big doubles like 6s or 5s will leave a shot. Looks like a 5-1. 6-4, so the 6 comes in, the 4 slots the bar. 4-1, just the ace plays, the 4 is blocked. 6-4, 6 out, 4 in, just slotting the next point in line, just in case you do get a shot. The pick and pass is forced. 4-2 covers. Double 3s clears, that's perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, it's a shot. No, he misses. Double threes. Okay, staying back. 6-2. Looks like he's even with checkers. He has to come off the back anchor now just in case he rolls an ace, because if he rolls an ace, he's forced to give him a shot just like this. 11 numbers hit. Ace from the roof. 3-2 misser. The gammon. The gammon is guaranteed. So the clock is paused. So far, they've both used 1 second on their clock. So that neutralizes each other because they both have to pay, right? So Abe was thinking he could play this entire match without using a single second. And in game 2, he used 1 second. (3-1). Best opening roll makes the 5-point. 5-4 can't split, so 2 down. Play 2 down, okay. 5-4 makes the 4-point. 1-6 makes the bar. 6-5, wow, that's a bad shot. Guess you go to the 2 and cube. Double. He just scoops it, like no thought at all, just takes it. It is a good take, 5-4. I think I would make the 5 prime, because this is just a 4 prime, and 5 primes are longer than 4 primes, but he doesn't have time to think about it. His clock was running. He used 2 seconds there. I saw that. Makes it, slots the 3, 6-5. I still like 5 primes. The computer also likes 5 primes. Wow. Yeah. Just this. 5-2, so 5 prime, and then 6-4. Double sixes makes the ace. This is bad, 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 bad. Yeah. This game is essential. Oh, 2-6, okay. A little life. Does this hit? Double fives? No, that just makes the 6 prime. I hear 6 primes are good. Wow, what a shot. 3-4. I mean, yeah. I think the problem with that play is just you get hit loose here too, and then he just picks you up here. Whereas the other way, if he just didn't roll the ace, he might not have gotten the second checker, which would decrease the number of gammons. Now here, with 2 checkers on the roof, I think he picks up like 40% gammons or something like this. Double 6 though, shot time. 5-3, miss. A lot of numbers leave repeaters. Not that number, okay. I would play safe, just to the 3. Oi, 6-3, okay. I think he would like to enter now. Double 2s doesn't do it. 4-1, okay. He's odd there. 6-1 enters a single checker. 6-1 again. You want to stay even on the outside, just in case you roll something. 6-1, 2 off. Can he make it around the corner before he gets gammoned again? 2-1, 2 off. 2-1 is not a gammon saving number. Double 4s, oh my goodness. Now, when the best player in the world is also rolling like this and is up 9 points in the first 3 games, it is impossible to overcome. Absolutely impossible, but...
Tell them to bring me my money.
Wow, oh my goodness. That is something else. Wow. Abe is like, I mean, that last cube was a pass, but it's just... I will say this about the Abe. He is an optimistic player, you know? He has, a really good feel for how this game goes, and is often just quite correct. But these takes sometimes are for sure optimistic, you know? But, you know, when you turn those games around, it's not like he's winning 0% of the time. When you turn those games around, they're good. 6-4 just makes the 7. 5-2 makes the 3 points. 4-5, I guess, just slots the 4. Nothing else really can be done. Double 4s and come out. So we can see the race, right? Because I added this little XG racing number here, right? But they don't really have time to count, right? It's just you're either keeping a running count, or if you're hard counting this, you better be fast, because every second you use to count the race is costing you equity by counting as well, right? So you can't take too much time in making these decisions. That's Abe's first win. Let's give him a... Oh, I forgot to put the cheer on here. Well, he finally got his win, and that is...
Perfect.
He's fighting back.
Hadouken!
So good for him. 3-1 should just make the 5. Okay, 2-3. Enters and hits, of course. 3-1 misses, but we should clean up the blots. Double 3s, that's a great shot. Abe is fighting back. Double 2s, though. Ooh, it's a bit strong. Comes down.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
He fans. He does not cover. He should come out and then down and just cross his fingers. Yep, out in a... There we go. Oh! He rolls the 4. 5-5. Why? So he's up 26 pips. You should probably cube this. Yeah, guy's on the roof up 26 pips. 3-2. Guess you should double this too. He just snaps it. Like it's nothing. And I mean, after this roll is... Yeah, he's gone sky high with... Wow, 6-4. Oh, it hits. Okay. What's the roll? 1-6. Okay, he's a little trapped. 3-6 doesn't come out, though. 3-6 in. Faster. 3 steps up, and then the 2 just comes in, I guess. They prefer 10-8. 6-5. Oy vey. 5 hits. And I guess he has to slot the deuce. Wow, great play. Great play. Followed by a great roll. Wow. At this speed to find that play. Six-two hitter. 4-6 in and covers. 5-6 fans. He needs to come out. No. No, he needed to come out. Oh, the switch for the structure. Great play. 1-5 though. Great plays can always be defeated by great rolling. There is no doubt about that. Great plays can always be defeated by great rolling. Double sixes. So he hits and should make the deuce, I guess. No time, though. 5-1. Make and break. The 3 should just come in. 6-1 fans. Double 4s. Makes the 2. With dice rolls like this, who needs enemies, right? Goodness. Is he going to get gammon this game, too? 5-2, just 2 guys in. Start taking checkers off. 4-1, okay. It's no fun when you feel like you're just running off a gammon every single game. Double 5s, that should save some gammons, and it makes the 6. All right, 2 off. 5-1, down and in. 6s, oh, come on. 6-3. 6-3. Double 5s, that should save some gammons. Mochy now needs a double. Double 2s gets off the gammon. I don't know if you know this, but saving a gammon, it's better than winning. It's better than winning, saving gammon sometimes. It's better than winning. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Oh my goodness.
Some good rolling.
Every 5 games, they're going to switch the direction, though. So one guy isn't always rolling into the heavy side of the board when they're in a race. They decided that before the match just to try and keep the speed of the dice rolls fair. They're going to be rolling into the heavy side. Okay. Here and hit. That's good. So keep that in mind. Every 5 games or so, they're going to be switching the direction. Hope that doesn't hurt anyone watching this a bit too much. The players requested it. Double hit with the double 2s. Just because you're paying for every second. So if you're having to fidget with the dice on the heavy side of the board when you're bearing off, it could cost you. So it's just trying to keep everything even. Double 4s fans. 5-6, okay. Comes around and hits. I guess everything hits today. Nothing misses. Double 2s. Double 1s, okay. Make the 5 and just split. Five, 1. He's just gonna double hit. Yeah, looks good. 4-2. Nice shot back. Okay. 4-6. 2-3. That hits. 4-2. Double. Right? It's got 4 guys back on the verge of a 6 prime. Wow. And he just takes. Okay, well, they both have Q bearers now. Just come out. I think I would do the other one. I don't really want to be trapped back there on the 23 by having the point either. Yep. Okay, so he has to do this now. There are some bad rolls potentially coming up. You know, he's got the 6 prime, but he's holding the 21-point anchor, so he has to break it in order to start bearing in. So if he doesn't, what is a shot? He He missed. Okay. 5-4. I don't know how I feel about... Yeah. 4-6 fans, right? But what are you going to do? Blitz the guy? There's no... You're behind a 6 prime. Two, 1. Yikes. A6 just comes out. 5-3. Should make the 1. Mochy. 5-4. All right, 3-6. He's fighting back. He's fighting back. Just slots the point. Speed is incredible. Keep your eye on the clock, too. Mochy seems to have used 13 seconds more than Abe at the moment, which means he'll be paying for each additional second. 6-5. Three, 2. Ah, he's going for the second checker. Double threes hits and picks up the other point. He's trying to get another guy back for more G's. He misses. What's he thinking about here? Okay, and then what, just cover? Oh, he couldn't because he played the other two first. Okay. And cover. Oh, he's really going for the gamut. Oh, he hits. Does he even want to hit? What if he rolls a 2? Okay, makes the outside prime again. He gets hit with 5s and 1s. He rolls 6-5, 2 out. Okay, Mochy's fighting. If he wins this game, I'm going to change my name. Wow, he fans on this board. Yeah, you got to lift the checker. There's no... You're not really trying to win this game, right? By, like, making these points. You're just trying not to get gammoned, you know? So keeping points slotted to try and make them is not really your game plan here because your wins are... I mean, I guess they're getting higher, but I would say almost non-existent. Where's the ace? Just keep it moving. 5-1. Okay, he's just staying back, waiting for Abe to come, waiting for Mochy to come to him. Right? Just playing with one blot. He does not fade the 2. The gammon is on again. 2-1. 6-5. He fans again. 2-6. 3-1, okay. It's a little awkward for white there, but he really doesn't have much to be worried about. I mean, clearly the other guy has no board, and if he hits you, he's just likely to get gammoned more. Does he roll the 3? No, double 5s makes the 6, okay. Hit him later. 4-1 off. Now white can't be gammoned. 6-4. Oh, a shot. I think he has to hit for the gammons. Because if he fans, you know, he does not fan. 5-3 in. 6-2. 3-2. And it doesn't look like a gammon. Yeah, 6-1, no gammon. New game. Abe wins another one. He needs it for this challenge to continue. Down 10 points in the first, I guess, what, 4 or 5 games. Not fun. Mochy resigns a single game. All right, I'll give one to Abe, too.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I mean, bring me my money back, because he's just getting his back. Who knows? Yikes. Okay, well. 6-4, hit and split. Wow, he's just throwing darts. Cocked, hit the clock, roll again. 5-4 hits outside. Double threes, makes the 5 always. And less blots, just lift the guy. Yeah. Don't want to play with so many blots. You would have been hit, of course. Of course, you would have been hit. Three, 1 hits once. 5-5 fans. Mochy's back at it again. Very small double here. 5-2 hits. No, you can make the 4, I guess. Yeah. Make the point. 3-5 though. 5-5 blitz. Oh. Whoa, what is this roll? Alright. Oh, he missed. He doesn't get to cover. Okay. His 6s and his 5s are blocked with the front guy, so he has to run the back guy. 4-5 fans again. Oh my goodness. 5-2 recovers. 3-1. Now he enters, right? Has to leave another shot. Two. Hits. I mean... Oh, he just switches. Puts 2 guys on the roof to stop the anchor and leaves that structure. Interesting. Double. Wow, the structure looks so poor. I mean, you're down 70 pips. But the structure's bad. 70 pips, though. Oy. 5-2. Okay. Maybe you should slot the 4. It's just a better point. Wow. 4-1 makes the 5. 6-5 makes the 5. 3-5. Wow. Does he want to hit? Hitting seems big here. Leaving all those checkers exposed against that board. What's the roll? 5-1. Double 5s come out and then down. Wow, he's got some contact here. 5-2. Wow. Like it's nothing. Immediately volunteers like 20-something shots like it's not. He misses and just picks it up. And now he's just up 73 pips. And he's racing to get off another gammon. A running gammon. Man, that volunteer. Off, I would just slot the deuce, yeah. Put checkers on those empty points. I'd be calling for a break right now, by the way. Please make sure to like the channel. Wait, I said that backwards. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. We've got episodes 2, 3, and 4 on the way. Some of them are going to be aired here on my channel. The other ones, some of them are also going to be aired on Mochy's channel. So don't forget about that. I'll leave a link to Mochy's channel in the description if for some reason you're not subscribed there. But do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified when the other videos are going to be uploaded to the channel. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, And don't miss any of these videos because some of the games I'm sure are going to be sick. I could just imagine. I mean, just look at this right now, this beating. It just never misses. 5-3. 3 in, just remake the 8 seems okay. 5-4. Missed the hit there.
Plays pretty good.
6-2 attacks.
He rolls better.
Double ones. Hits. No, not there. Yes, and make the 5. No. No, 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 no. Well, okay, fed. 2 on the roof. Got the cube in. Takes, okay. And down? Down with 1. More material. Perfect play.
Perfect.
Fans. Double 1 switch. Okay, the gammons are on. 3 on the roof. There you go. In those sorts of spots like this, you want to diversify your builders so you have more numbers to make the points. So he makes the 5. Ace comes in. He wants to attack on the 3 right now, so he does. We're not lifting. We want to make it. 3-3. Oh, my goodness. And he gets to make the 5. Oh.
I can't believe what we're seeing! What just happened?
Oh. Okay, fighting back. Double 4s fans. 5-5 fans. 5-6 fans. 1-4 hits. All right, game is back on, folks. Double 1s. I guess you have to switch. There's no other play, really. Double 4s. 5-4. Yeah, there's really nothing else. 5-1. I mean, you are just hoping you get to make that 3-point again, though. I mean, the defensive 22. So he does. So oh, you can hit. I almost missed it. 4-4 fans, of course. Ace, you gotta hit with the ace and then come down with the 3. You gotta make it. Double 1s. There's 2 more. Ay. He just really wants to make the 5 here. He does. And he hits again, too. 2-5 fans. Oh. It's too good. It's too good. Two, 3 makes the... Oh, wow. Not too good anymore. Not good enough. You got to make the point. Come down. Wow. Wow, what a shot that 2-3 was. It was only good by... Too good by 1%, you know? I mean, you might think I'm sick for saying this, but... I've seen people take worse. Six out, 4 down? Maybe? Yeah. 1-5. I want you to notice with these double anchor games, they're always just hopping out and playing for flexibility, you know? Now this is a pass. Is he thinking it's too good, though, still? I mean, it's not too far off too good. Oh, my goodness, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. So, that was a pretty big pass. A lot of people really overvalue these double anchor games when, you know, you just don't really have any timing in the outfield, and your board is now broken. You know? Well, double fives helps the timing for white, but that giant stack on the 24 is a massive liability. If he doesn't roll a 6 out now, his position just starts to crunch and come forward. Now, in these double anchor games, you know, you're holding 2 anchors, which of course is good. Yeah, you got to make the bar and freeze those guys on the 24. But a lot of people forget about this other aspect. You know, you got to hit the shot and then contain the checker, right? And so if your board is broken, once you get the shot and hit the shot, you can't contain the checker, and then you can't really win, right? And now you're in a spot like this where the guy's just going to hit you and try to make this prime on you with all these guys back, and you're just going to be fighting off a gammon again. Wow. Every game, I just take him off. So when the guy's bored, I mean, I guess he doesn't have any dead checkers yet, which is good for his position if you're going to say anything good about it. He hasn't actually taken any checkers out of play yet. And that's Abe's style, you know. He likes to be as pure as possible. Oh, he's got a shot. He misses. Yeah, just come off the 24. You know, you don't want to get backgammoned here either, that's for sure. 5-2. And you got to start clearing guys off of the 24 point so you can make him give you that bad ace if he rolls it. No ace yet. Okay, there's 3 checkers left. So now if he rolls an ace now, there could be 2 blots in his home board, and he could legit lose this with the Coupe Classique. 4-3, okay. If he doesn't roll the ace, it's a gam. Okay, he rolls it. Wow, these containment games are something else. I don't like playing with all those blots, though, because any bad sequence, he could just pick up all of them. Fans, okay, he gets to cover. And now he's aiming at making the 5. He should probably slot it soon if he's thinking about saving this, but at what point do you slot the 5? Probably at a point where if you get hit, you are still unlikely to lose a gammon. He's slotting it right away. Good. Oh no, he rolls the 5-3. Luckily for him, everything enters. 6-5, in and out. He hits him with the 3. Maybe you block double 5s? No, he doesn't. He comes up. Okay, seems okay. He makes the 5. Okay, the gammon is saved. That's better than winning. Let's not forget that. Saving gammon is better than winning. 5-3. 3-1, just coming around. 4-3, okay. White doesn't win many of these games. He has to just take off aggressively, try to keep his board closed as long as possible. You know, if he just enters, he's just going to lose. 6-1, okay, this game's pretty much over, barring consecutive double 6s or double 5s. 6-4. All right, well, that looked like a guaranteed gammon, so saving that G is, okay, game's over.
Saving the BG is better than winning the game.
Don't forget to stay tuned after the match for some analysis with the world's only Super Grandmaster, 2-time world champion, 3-time UBC champion, Masayuki Mochizuki, otherwise known as Mochy, and myself. Going to be looking over some of this session's more interesting positions. and seeing what he was thinking in these moments, if he was able to think at all due to the speed. I think Mochy's able to keep a running count for a lot of these games, but keeping track of it at this speed has got to be difficult. But how else would you know your pip count otherwise? I mean, I certainly know Abe doesn't keep a running count. So he's more playing by sight and feel. Yeah, I'd point on him, make sure he can't run away from you. Double six. Double threes maybe, just, yeah, that seems okay. 3-4, he's not going anywhere. Has to, does he have to hit? 5-6, down, I guess. Just bring a guy into the zone, prepare to attack. 6-5. Okay, strengthen your board. There's no way to safety that checker, so just stay further away from the contact and making the board seems good. This is also good. 5-1 is not so good. Out and here. Diversifying those builders gives you the opportunity to make maybe the 4 or the 3 next roll. He rolls 5-4, and he does make the point instead of safetying the checker. Wow, it would have been a big error to run around. Where does 5-4 land? Wow, making the point is so much stronger. Would have been a 280 millipoint error to do anything else. 5-5, he's still stuck back there. Okay, everybody just comes in. Where's the cube? He's got all this outfield control, and he hasn't doubled. It was a pass, and now he realizes the error of his ways with his super good roll. You don't want to have a game like that and only pick up 1 point, you know? 17-4. Guy's up 13 pips right now. 13 points at whatever stake. Let's just know it is not minuscule by any means. 4-3. I think I just anchor. Don't see why not. 4-6. Yeah, I like this play. It's not so easy to hit you with threes here. Cover and down. Block him some more. Makes the 3-point. 4-3 makes the outside point again. That's a great shot. 2-3. Oh, he rolls the 5. Comes all the way around and then prepare for the cube. 4-6 down. And the race is 44, so Mochy should definitely pass this. You know, when the bar point is made in these holding game positions, you really want to be within like a double 5s away in order to take these positions, you know? You want to be within like double 5s. You want to have some race, some contact, but like he was just primed. Just too many.
So the difference right now
Oh,
is
I gotta go. La 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 la. I don't want you to hear the numbers. La 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 la.
36.
I guess. How many games have they played?
It's 216. It's not even 1 point yet. It's fine. 1 point.
Looks like break time.
Okay,
Looks like break time.
Yeah, 1 point would be like.
And you should stay tuned for
50,
the
would be
Super
76.
Grandmaster analysis coming up
Yeah, 60.
over the first 10 games in this session.
Abe has lost.
So
18,
please
And Mochy has lost 52 seconds. But you're
stay
doing
tuned.
good. You roll
We'll be
really
back before you know it. All right, welcome to the analysis time. After our first 10 games of the match today, we are here with the world's one and only Super Grandmaster, Masayuki Mochizuki, otherwise known as Mochy. So how
Hi,
are you
nice to meet
today?
you. Yeah, great. I'm in Miami and having great weather here and enjoying party every night and stuff like that. I'm playing backgammon every night, of course, and everything's gonna be great.
Well, thank you for joining us for this. I know this is going to be my favorite part, just hearing your ideas about, how you felt playing in this match, how this opportunity came about, and how you really felt about playing at this sort of speed. I mean, I've never seen a game faster than this before in my life. So, how did you get challenged to this match? Who proposed this to you?
Well, I mean, I know Abe. I have never played with him in the past, but there was some chance that I get to play him, but it didn't happen. And all of a sudden, he wanted to play me for the speed gammon. Originally, he challenged me like no delay time. No time. Like I have 12 seconds, he has 12 seconds, and that's it, and no bank time. And then we
But
ended up playing this kind of format, you know.
but
And,
but that would have been
yeah.
crazy. I mean, every time you go over the delay time, it was going to be you pay a point, and that would have been like you tried it out, and it was just impossible.
No, it's not impossible. It's not enjoyable. You
It's
know what
not
I mean?
enjoyable, yeah.
It's not enjoyable. It's not about who has an edge or who has not. It's about you. We want to enjoy the game as well. You know, it's a money game, but of course you want to enjoy the times that you play. So I suggested that this is not good. So let's do something else. And I came up this format that you have to pay a certain amount per seconds, and that's crazy, but ended up doing very well.
And there was a
I'm really happy.
negotiation that went back and forth, and it kind of settled on 1.5% per point. And
Yeah.
how do you feel at the end, right? So I'm sure Abe thought you were going to play much slower. And at the end of it, I mean, I don't want to have any spoilers, but like it wasn't bad, right? I mean,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I knew that Abe thinks that he plays much worse than I do, and he knew that I play worse when I have to play speed. I mean, everybody plays much worse than his average. But of course, I also knew that I could play speed gammon as well. I mean, people see my games online, and they might think like, oh, this guy's super slow and spending too much time on trivial moves and stuff like that. But in fact, of course, my my one play level is quite high, so I knew that I could play decent backgammon without even a time. And yeah, and I don't want to I want to take a challenge. Whoever challenges me with a reasonable amount of the money, then I will take it. So this has happened.
So how did you feel when the match first started and you were playing at that speed for, I mean, an undetermined, we won't say like what the stake was, but like how did you feel inside when you were playing at first during these first 10 games? Did it feel like, man, I really need to move fast, I need to hit the clock? Did you
Of course. I mean, so we agreed on playing a 1.5% per seconds. So whenever I spend over 12 seconds, I have to pay 1.5%. All right. And so if I spend like 10 seconds on one move, it's already like 150 blunders, right?
Yeah.
So there's basically no move that worth spending 10 seconds, right? So my basic strategy is don't spend any time. You know what I mean? Except maybe if I have like 4 cube and very important decision, like prime versus prime, I gotta go to like 8 cube or something like that. Then I might spend like 10 seconds just to make sure that I'm not making a super huge blunder. But as long as cube is 1 or 2, and if it's a checker play, I think I should just go on with my gut feeling, and I try to do a running tip count, and sometimes it's very difficult because when I do running tip count in a normal tournament games, I recount and I make sure that I didn't count wrongly. when he is thinking, you know. In the normal match situation, my opponent also thinks and spends time, right? So that I have more time to recount and stuff. But in this setting, he also plays super fast. So
Yeah.
if I
He
screw
was-
up in the running tip count, I can't go back. You know what I mean? I will forget. I will. So yeah, I try to do it, but most time I couldn't, and then I have to recount and stuff. So
And
yeah.
your running count is just what, like a plus minus count as you're going along?
Right. So if I roll 6-2 in the opening, I counted like -8. He say he rolls 3-1s, and I'm -4. You know stuff like that. And if I get hit, and adding more pips and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that would be a fun lesson for your YouTube page one day, if you ever want to throw that out there for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's quite easy, but it's just
Yeah.
you need some practice.
Yeah, so some of these other episodes are going to be on your YouTube channel as well. So I want everyone to go over to your page and follow it there. What's the name of your YouTube channel? Is it just Mochy or?
Yeah, just YouTube Mochy Backgammon.
All right.
Must
So
find it.
so let's look at a few of these positions. Let's you want to hop into game one and just give a brief overview, maybe some of the cube decisions, some of the maybe just some of the blunders on either side that you thought were interesting. Because game one, right? This, the double threes was an interesting play, but it's like game one at this speed, and you just kind of have to make a play, right?
Yeah, okay. I made a huge blunder on this one. I kind of felt like maybe I should double hit, but
Oh, so you did see the play over the board.
I saw the play, by the way. I saw the play, but then my first instinct was making a 10-point because in my theory, hitting rules, making a point is better than hitting rules. This is my basic theory in backgammon. Of course, there's lots of exceptions, but I go with my theory if I am not sure, So my first instinct was making a 10-point. And then, of course, I saw that double hit is quite strong. But then I didn't want to, go back and forth on the first game and spend extra 5 seconds, which is 7.5% already.
You don't want to start using the time because the time used could be more costly than the blunder.
Yeah, okay, it happened to be 120.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
I spent 5 seconds. It's 75. So if I spend 5 seconds and find the correct play, then it's worth it. But who knows? Maybe I don't find. Maybe the difference between first and second is smaller than 75, or maybe I ended up going to the wrong play anyway.
Yeah.
So I just gonna go for the gut spin. Also, in the first game, you set your pace.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Definitely.
So if you set your pace in this level, then you're gonna follow your brain go follow in this mode, and I don't want to end up on that thing.
So did you think about this before you came to play that day, like what your strategy was going to be, and you thought about all of these different iterations, or?
I didn't think much, but I played a couple of games against Extreme Gammon, okay, like money game and clocked, right? But then I played quite well, but then I spent a lot of time. I spent 2 minutes on 10 games or something like that.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. So,
That's expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah. So I knew I can't do that, right? Yeah. So I set myself into a certain mode, certain speed. If I make a mistake, let it be. What can I do?
Just got to keep playing because the time ends up being costly. So let's go into game two. Is there anything interesting here? I know this game ended up being fun, and there were some mistakes on Abe's side. Yeah,
this was a great game, I guess.
Very good game.
Yeah. The cube action to the 4 cube.
The cube action to the 4 cube in this game. How about the first cube here on move number 6, right before you rolled 5-3 to make the 5-point, when he had 2 on the roof with 3 guys back, but you just have the 5 points slotted? That was an
Mhm.
interesting decision.
Right. Well, sorry, this I missed the cubes. The cube action did not happen here, but I should have doubled.
Yes.
But you know what? I don't know him so much, Abe.
Yeah.
But I knew he is like a big time, old time gambler, like poker, tsunami, backgammon, and sports betting and stuff like that. And people told me that he's like a taker. You know, he could take much deeper than he should. So
Definitely.
I figured out.
I play with him all the time, by the way.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You are the one of them, by the way. And,
Yes.
of course, when I saw the position, if it's a tournament game, I would spend some time on it and figure out it's a double or not. But over the board, in speed gammon, I see him like 5 men back, and I have only like one guy, 1 point board with 5 points slotted. So let's say I make a point, and he enter like he rolled like 2-6 or something, then he still would take it. You know, I don't believe that he gonna drop the cube like this. So I decided not to double him here. I just delay the double a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, of course, all of this happened in 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, over the board, it was like a millisecond, and you rolled a 5-3 covered. Then he rolled these double fives from these double ones from the roof.
Yeah,
which
then of course the cube is gone away.
Yeah, exactly. And now there's no double, and
yeah. So what I want to talk about is not
Go ahead.
the 4 cube, 2 cube.
Yeah.
On the move 10 that I double, he has
Yes.
like 7 men back. This one also I wasn't sure. I did not know this is a blunder to take, but I knew my position is very strong. I also knew that 1-4 back game is like weakest back game of all sort. So I decided to double, and I have a confidence with my ability to play back game against back game and playing back game. So I just doubled, and it happened to be a big pass, but of course we don't know about it, and we just go on. But it's funny game. I mean, it's fun game. So that was great.
So your previous idea of he'll take worse kind of worked out, right? Where it was a small double before, you ended up getting somebody to take a pass, right? In a very gammonish position. And
yeah, but once again, I did not know this is
yes,
such a big
of course.
pass. Over the board, I thought, oh, maybe it's take, maybe it's pass. I don't know, but I just thought, it cannot be a big mistake to double here. I mean, he has 3 blocks. He has 1-4 back game. There's no point. He has only 4 points, and I have all flexibility here.
So with you having like 2 guys back on the 24, what makes this position so weak for blue? Is it the fact that they have no outfield control, or they have so many guys back and they're kind of getting squeezed? What makes this position so bad from the taker's perspective?
Well, basically, I am in the driver's seat. I can control the game. You know what I mean? I have all the initiative. I could make a bar, or I could make a 3-point. I could hit outfield, and I have 2 guys back on the 24. But it doesn't really matter because I am never be primed here. You know what I mean? So position like this, of course, he might get the 3-point anchor and could play triple back. It could happen, but if it doesn't happen, like he very often he ends up on a 1-4 back game, which is plus a lot of games, a lot. Yeah, the first of all, 1-4 back game is very weak, and he may not have a great timing as well. I might make a nice climb in front of him. It actually happened, well, I mean, it didn't happen, but I always keep some structure in front of him.
Yeah, and you rolled the 4-5 immediately and denied him the ability to make that triple anchor by hitting twice on once outside, once inside. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And if I get hit back, then so what?
So what,
I
exactly?
recreate everything. So.
Yeah, this was definitely a fun game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything else interesting in this game? Bearing in? Nope.
Yeah,
Looks...
I was sort of lucky because but as you see that in the end it was clear that I'm winning either gammon or Noma.
Yeah. Playing with Abe for as long as I have now, I know one thing for certain, and that in any position where he has two anchors in his home board,
Mm-hmm.
he will never pass.
Why don't you tell me beforehand?
He will never Well, I can't give you two. Abe's my friend too, and I just wanted to be an observer and just watch the match, and just be excited to kind of see what was happening. But personally, playing with him for years now, like I know I don't care what the rest of the board looks like. If he has two anchors in his home board, he's never
Yeah.
passing. And you
Yeah.
see quite a few of those positions in this match, and
Oh yeah,
it's just
I did.
always a take from his side.
Yeah.
Um,
It's too fun to drop this cube.
And game 3, let's see here. I thought he had some interesting slotting plays here. It just seemed kind of forced. Okay. Nothing so much here. Game 4. There was this is a small take, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, this one, the cube action in the end, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I actually this game I managed to do a running pip count because there's no hits, right?
There's no hitting yet.
No hitting, so it's much easier for me to keep the running count. And so I knew that I was down 13 pips, but I saw my position is okay. First of all, I'm down 13 pips, and even if I escape, it's a pass. It's like or a borderline take pass. And most likely, I couldn't escape. Like he might make a bad point and play me. Yeah, but of course, I have some chance to hit the guy in the outfield, so it's a small take, like 4% take.
Yeah, I would have
I'm not
passed this.
sure if I could find a take, even if I have like 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Me either.
This is not that easy.
Me either. I guess there's more contact from the 16 point than I'm giving it credit for, maybe. And then,
Yeah.
but no, that's a definite tough one.
But of course, my board is very strong. So
Very
any
strong.
hit by me is almost claims the game. So that's part of the reason. And 16 point is hard to clear. That's another reason.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And he might have to break those outside, like one of the outside points immediately, and leave you maybe 4 or 6 numbers to hit. So
yeah, 4 numbers most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's always that, because I mean that's 11% right there, where it's just all the hits likely just win. So that was what
I
game?
also had some.
What game are you talking about here? Sorry.
Yeah, game number 4, I was up
Okay.
9 points. I wanted to protect my lead a little bit. That was my thinking as well. I mean,
Of course.
Wrong or right, I just that's part of the psychology for the players, obviously.
Yeah, why enter a high volatility situation when you're already up? If you think it's close, you could pass, start the next game. And it could be. Like there's no saying this isn't a blunder to take. We can see the computer now, but in the moment when you're thinking about it, like you're down 13 pips, you're behind this guy's structure, everybody's out for him. It could have been a blunder to take. I don't, I could see that being the case.
I think Dirk Sheeman said that if you are not sure about the position, then you should think which can be a big blunder, which take or pass. Then I thought that if it's a take, it's gonna be small take. If it's a park, it's gonna be a big pass. So that's why I chose to drop it.
Yeah, that runs through my mind too, for sure.
Yeah, that's part of my thinking.
And we have game 5. see if there was anything interesting on your spot. I thought he played this a bit too big with this slotting play here when he was outboarded, but with the 6-1, and then move number 9. Ah, okay. This is an interesting cube decision here, and it's still a take on game 5. You see this one? So in this game, like do you know if you still had a count here? I feel like this is an interesting spot.
I don't think I have the pip count here when I missed the cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, I knew that I'm up a lot in the race.
Yeah.
Just looking at the position, I did not double because this is a kind of position that I'm the only one who has to make a play. You know what I mean? His check a play is gonna be very easy. Basically, he just coming in and keep his board and waiting for a shot, right? But while me, I have to struggle with how to bring the position home. You know what I mean? How much risk I should take and how much risk I shouldn't take. And always I have to take care of my not leaving too many fly shots. But at the same time, you don't want to play too safe, too stiff. So you have to take like right amount of the risk and to build up my home board and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that, so I just okay, I just want to catch this game. So I decided to take a low and I hit, and then I double. But of course, he takes it anyway.
he takes it anyway, and it was a take. It was a take.
It was a take.
So he hit. He entered with both. You know, he's down 40 pips, but I guess with the ace point made behind that structure.
Right. Yeah. Open 3 point, 4 point, and 7 point, and the fact that he has such a strong board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
So the hit.
I should have. Yeah.
So the hit didn't even really lose the market in this.
Yes.
Rollout.
It's because he entered both. If he entered once, then
it would have been a pass. It would have been a pass. Good. All right.
Yeah, but look at the position afterwards. I rode 4-2. I already don't know what to do with 4-2. You know what I mean? I could.
Yeah. Do you want to leave the shot? Do you want to just make the 9? But that leaves a lot of fly shots too.
Yeah.
So what was your thought process when you chose to make the 7 here? Just the squeeze?
There's no thought process. I mean, of course, I believe I spent like 3 seconds or 4 seconds on this move. It's already like a lot of money. I had to. Then I ended up like making a bar point is worth leaving some number of shot because I could apply 4 checkers back. So that's why it's not really proper thought process, but it's just like gut feeling. Again, I have to figure out how much risk I'm willing to take. And that's it. And it happened to be correct. But yeah, my point is all of this gonna happen until the end of the game for my side only. His side is like super easy to play. You know what I mean? He just trying to maintain his board and waiting for a shot.
Exactly.
So I'm the one who have to make a play.
Interesting. 2-3, and the rest of this game seemed to play pretty well. Yep. Building that lead. And game 6. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, that double 2s is interesting. I didn't even notice that play until now.
Yeah, double 2. Yeah.
I didn't even see this play until like right this moment. I've looked over this match quite a few times.
Yeah.
I don't.
Double 2 put him on the bar, so he might dance, and he has some bad numbers, such as like 5-1, like 3-1 and stuff. or even on like 5-3, it's not gonna be very pleasant for him, I guess.
I find myself when I make like, because everybody makes, plays like this sometimes. I always find like if I do something out of order, right? Like let's say I play 23-21 first, then there's no way to find 6-2, because you don't have enough to point on him.
Mm-hmm.
I always find that it's like move order errors when I do stuff like this. I feel like the most important one is 23-21, and then I don't even see that I can make the two. And for me, sometimes the blunder is me not even considering the right play because I did something out of order.
Yeah, me too. But by the way, but this play, I saw back of my head that I could make a deuce point, and I omitted the thinking that why I want to make a deuce point, why I have open 3 point, 5 point, and 7 point. You know what I mean? I want to make the point in order. That's why I did not do it on purpose. But obviously, that's the best play and by far, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it's super surprising. Yeah, just the
Yeah.
size of it, right? Like I wouldn't have expected it to be that
Mm-hmm.
that large.
Mm-hmm.
And
But my play, playing pure, like making an anchor and making a 9 point and stuff, leaves a lot of numbers. Like he could hit with me 3-6, 5-4, 6-4, and 3-4 making an anchor, 6-5 making an anchor. Yeah, basically whatever he rolls, he does fine. You know.
yeah.
But I played in a long time vision, but apparently I have to go in a short time benefit.
Yeah, yeah. I often kind of look at it and I go, there's long-term strategy, and then sometimes in positions there's short-term tactics that will override
Right. Yeah.
that will
I wonder
override
how
the
many.
long-term strategy.
I wonder how many strong players get this one right in 1 minute.
Yeah, or one in half a second, essentially, for sure, for sure. And then this cube, uh, this cube is a pass, which I was like, what? This is wild, The guy's got 3 guys back still, and he
No,
might
I
not
regret
even
this
make the
too.
6 prime. You regret this one, really?
I regret this one. Obviously, I was biased how things developed. Of course, I after like 2 rolls, I was trying to save the gammon. So what I'm doing here? No, I guess it's just too much. If he rolls a 3, it's full prime. If he doesn't, I have to roll a 6, or I have to make a perfect to keep my position. I have no timing, and I have 4 men back, not 3 men back or 2 men back.
Yeah,
But of course, I knew that 4-point anchor is strong.
it's strong.
So usually gives me take, but not here.
Not here. Even with those guys back, which I thought was interesting. I guess just the
Yeah,
fourth
but
guy
it's
back
very
is.
difficult to contain them.
Mhm.
What can I roll? Only like 1-4
Yeah.
makes a new point. Because 6 gonna come. Okay, so either I have to roll a 6, or I roll something quite nice to keep my position intact. Otherwise, if I got hit in outfit, I'm dead. I mean, so difficult.
So he has to not roll a 3, and then you have to then roll a 6 in order to keep this game alive. Is essentially the.
Like if that happens, like maybe even game.
Yeah. But that's a long parlay apparently.
Yeah. Look what
And
happens. So he rolled 5-4.
he
Then I
rolled the
was 3,
5-4. Yep.
and he made a prime already, and that's it. I'm dead already.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Then move number 12. I rolled a stupid 5-2. I not only this is the worst throw, I spent probably like 5-10 seconds on this particular move because I was like confused. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? And I was like in panic a little bit.
Yeah. Because it's such a bad roll and you're trying to find like the best way to play it, but in reality, it's just the roll is so bad, nothing is going to make your position look any better.
Yeah.
You're
So
trying to find a way to make it look better, nothing is going to make it look better. It's gonna be bad. And
yeah, I mean, best play was just doing something. It doesn't matter,
yeah.
Just don't spend any time on this stupid play.
But as a
But
backgammon player, it's difficult to just put 5 checkers on the 4-point, right? It's just there must be a
yeah,
better play than that.
yeah, no. But my point was, I can play my play 9-7-6-1, but I should play without using any seconds on this.
Just faster.
Spending 5 seconds on this move is just plain stupid.
Yeah, interesting. It's interesting thinking about the game as a whole with the caveats that are built into it, right?
Yeah.
Did you like playing at that speed? I mean, at the end of the games, I know you could have kept going, and you wanted to keep going, but like, it was fun. Did you have fun playing?
Yeah, I had a fun play. Later on, I figured out I think I have a significant edge, so I wanted to keep going. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I
of
wasn't
course.
sure who has an edge before we play, So,
But then, as you saw the clock, because at the beginning, I think Abe thought that he wasn't going to use any time. He was going to use 0 seconds through the entire match. Which is just impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah, but I knew that I'm gonna spend more time than he does.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give up some equity over there, but I also saw that I could be compensated more than the time I spend in general, because I am more skillful, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Which is a fair assessment, being the best player in the world, right?
Well, I really don't know. I don't know, because I have never played with him, and
Yeah.
I have never played under this condition anyway. So this is all up in the air,
Yeah, I think he played the rest of this game okay, right? Double fours, maybe he could have maximized contact a bit more on move number 27. Because he can't be worried about getting hit when your board looks like this. But I liked all the little plays you made in this game where you just kind of lifted the blot with the aces there on the 2-point, because there's no way to really win this game. You're just trying to not get gammoned,
Yeah, this is like a long torture.
Yeah.
I was being tortured for like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It's like if you're finding a way to win this game, you're playing it wrong. You should be playing it to just not be gammon. So all of these plays that just try to leave as few blots as possible, try to pick up on the inside, is just the way to go, because you've got a 2-point board with a blot on your 2-point. There just is no real way to win this game, right? I mean, overall, I'm assuming that's the thought process behind most of these plays. Yeah.
I would be very happy that I saved the gammon in this game.
Yeah, I mean, even move 31, which is interesting from his perspective, because the computer is saying, like, okay, just leave the shot on the 8-point, because, like, I mean, for one, like, okay, only double fours hits, but even if he hits you, I mean, he's just not going, it's like, what's the fear for anything on your side end?
Right.
And you did end up saving the gammon here, which was, quoting my friend that I play with, Andy Rubian. He goes, saving gammon is better than winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving gammon is better than winning. So game 7 played perfectly. I thought your double twos play here in move number 9 was like really, really good. Really, really good. I don't know if I could have found this 5-3 switching play, but I think it just had to do with your cube being in the center and just.
I
Go ahead.
can tell you this. So
yeah, please do.
Before I rolled double two, I was thinking about the doubling here.
So, right when he rolled the 3-1 and slotted, let's look at the final position. Okay, you were thinking about doubling in this spot. Okay.
Yeah, like 0.5 seconds maybe, because obviously I'm up a lot in the race. I have 4-point board. He has 2 blots. right? So then I decided not, because I have one guy killed on the ace point. This is a big minus. So I decided not to double. Then I wrote double two. So my thinking was, oh, I want to cash this game. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So to cash the game, I don't want to leave any hits, any shots, because if I leave a shot and get hit, then of course he's gonna take it, or I don't have a double.
And you don't have a cube anymore. Exactly. You're trying to
Right,
play to reach the cube, and it would be
Yes.
something different maybe if the cube had already been passed. But all you're trying to do is reach a position where you can use the cube, and it's harder to do if you're on the roof because the guy just rolled a 3 to hit you, right?
Exactly. So I switched from 5 to 3 and left no blood, and in this way, except hero double 5 or double 2, I would catch the game. That was my thinking. And it happened to be a take even after he ended in one checker on the deuce point. But at least I made a strong double. So
Yeah, very good.
it's an unorthodox play. You don't see them every day, but it could happen just because of the cube.
And I mean, the volatility in this position is super high. I mean, the difference between the no double and double take here is like massive. So this is, even with the guy back and the holes and the dead checkers, this position is just super valuable. I guess anytime, you just bring more material down and he fans again, you just blow through your market.
I also give him a credit to take the cube like this. Not many people can take the cube when he's down 70 pips against 4-point board.
And on the roof.
Yeah, think about this. All the factors are towards, to like a big pass. That just tell, not showing the position, but tell somebody that you are on the bar. You have 1-point board. He has 4-point board. You are down 70 pips. And
Take.
You have
Take.
Yeah.
Take.
It sounds like a big pass.
Yeah.
The fact that I have the one guy killed on the ace point, plus he has a strong anchor on the 17, makes it that small take.
It's amazing that checker on the 1 point ends up being worth so much. Just having one guy out of commission like that can just hurt your position so much.
Yeah, but at the 7th game, I already expected that he's gonna take the cube like this. I already knew that I felt that this guy is going to take the cube like this because he's his.
He's a taker, right? You can't you lose 100% of the games you pass.
Yeah.
Right? You lose 100% of the games that you pass. So I mean, leaning towards a take in most of his gaming scenarios against most of his normal competition is generally fine. Yeah, what are you going to do? So it works out. His propensity is definitely to take in these scenarios. So that was definitely an interesting cube. And then he anchored, right? And then the game is even. He just rolls a 2, and it's an even game.
Yeah. It's harder for me. I mean,
yeah, you're like...
I'm the only one who has to make a lot of the difficult plays. He just creates he maintains his board and waiting for a shot. That's the easy part for him.
Definitely. All right, just a few more games left. We're on game 8 now. And the 6-1 double hit. That's nothing. It's good. His double ones here. I think a lot of beginning players on move number 5 with his double ones might do this double hit here versus just hitting 1 and making the 5. I feel like this is a common thing a beginner player might do, and something that I was surprised he did actually.
There's not many positions that I was happy or I knew that he made a mistake. Not so many, but this is one of them. But to me, it was clear to make a 7 on the 5. Make the 5 and hit loose on the 7. Because it's just so natural to fill up the gap, and he has a double shot against my board on the 5 anyway. So I have to roll like perfecta to make the 5-point, right? So I was kind of surprised that he did that, and same time I was kind of happy
Yeah, of
that
course, of course.
an error.
You know, making the 5 point is a long-term asset, whereas the hits can be temporary. The guy can just enter both, and then you don't roll the number to make it and point on him, and a lot of the momentum can be stopped. But that 5 point is forever, and you see these, you know, foregoing the double hits for making points a lot in the opening with double twos, where you know you might have the opportunity to hit two. Like let's say somebody slots with a 4-1 and you roll double twos, you could hit both,
Mhm.
right? But it is better to just hit the front guy and make the 4 point.
Yeah, exactly. The point is permanent asset. So in general, you want to go for it,
It
not.
it pays dividends for the whole game, right? Not just in
Mhm.
this move. It's there forever.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right, so that was game 8. Was there anything else interesting in this? Oh, we got a 4 cube here. Move number 22. There was a double and a pass actually. That was interesting.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to the game that he had 1 for back game in the beginning. It was game number 1 or number 2 or something.
Yeah, game 2.
Yeah, but what happened here is my thinking was, okay, I'm gonna hit a both checkers outside. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. Say I roll a 6 and he dance and I hit another guy on the 8 point. Yeah, if I manage to do that, he very often he's gonna crunch his board.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
He has no checkers to, if you hit the guy on the 12, he has no checkers to play with. He could just enter funny and his board could break immediately. And
Yeah, I need to hit both. I need to hit 12 and 8.
yes. Oh,
But
okay. I have it. Yeah, I see it.
yeah, it's relatively easy. As long as you hit one, then all I need is he just dance once. Then I could pick up another guy. Then eventually he will enter at some point, and most likely he enter and break his board.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm like free time, like lots of free time to make 7 or 8 and create building points in front of him. So that was my thinking, and of course I wasn't sure that I did not know this is such a big pass, but I knew that it's like a very strong double.
Yeah, it's
And in fact,
interesting.
I missed the cube one roll before. I didn't even see it.
Move 22. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
pass.
but
It's a pass.
yeah, it's a pass. Yeah, okay, but at this point,
We know he's taking.
yeah, he's
We
taking.
know he's taking.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like
So
it's
yeah.
like I said, like he's got 2 anchors in his home board. I know 100% he's taking, but like I feel like that's something that, you know, like if you're playing for PR instead of playing for money, it's something different, you know, like when you know your opponent, you know, do you, I mean, obviously you never really played with Abe before, but you had a feeling after even just these first 7 games that he was more likely to take than, let's say, you know, your average player.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about adjusting outside of the realm of XG sometimes when you're playing human opponents versus playing in these PR tournaments?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm not playing just for PR. UBC is completely different. If it's happened to UBC, I'm going to spend 30 seconds on this and things, and
Yeah.
okay, I decide to double maybe. But this is completely different. We are playing against human.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, by the way, I don't know. It's like a difficult position, this one.
I agree. I mean, 2 guys back on
okay.
the 24 feels funny.
Yeah, I could roll, like 5-3, 5-3 or something like that. Then I might crunch my board. I don't know. I will. I hope I will find a double here,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I'm gonna find a big pass here.
I don't think you'll find the pass.
I mean?
Yeah. And then the 5-1 happened. He entered and hopped out. But you had rolled the 6-4 in the meantime, right? And he took this position.
Mm-hmm.
He took this position, right? Which is worse. Definitely, right? I mean, you don't have 2 guys on the 24 anymore. So,
Yeah,
like, you have much more time to play this and try to build the prime to get him to squeeze and crunch, right? So,
mm-hmm.
and then you hit 2 immediately, and then you are able to eventually, you know, he crunched. His board started to break. And then double fives. Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, wow. Look at that play. Slotting the 7. That's,
I should have
wow.
done that.
And leaving the, that's the best play. That is,
Yeah, I guess the getting hit it's not a big deal. I mean, he has broken board already, you know. And the big deal was I want to make a bar so that I can prime him for a long time.
so if he just doesn't roll a 6 or a 4 and you just make the 7 point, he
Yeah.
just gets squeezed off of the 22 and he's just dead.
Yeah, if he rolls a 4, so what? Or a 6, so what? You know, it's so unlikely for him to, you know, for me to keep dancing, then he makes 6 point. It's just almost impossible. It's gonna happen, you know.
And he just has to roll all of those 6s out or 2s
Yeah,
and 6s,
yeah.
and it just is too much work, especially now that his board is broken.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, this is not excuse, but
Yeah.
In this condition, big doublet kills me or kills both sides. Like
Yeah.
big doublet is like the worst nightmares because there's tons of choices and the plays can be very different, and just playing 4 pieces takes some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And you don't want to go back and forth because it takes time.
It takes time, and the format, time costs money.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he does eventually get the hit in this game and starts the containment. And these containment games are notorious PR killers. And if you ever make a video for your YouTube page on containment one day, let me know, because I will be the first person in there to watch these. I think these ideas are amazing.
Yes, I'm the home phone. Sorry.
And
I'm good.
good. So yeah, like from his side, these containment plays, I mean, it's just, you know, there's small errors along the way, but it's just very, very difficult, especially at speed, to play these containment games. I can see that, like, in move number 40 for him, the computer is saying that we should, well, block double fives, which is obviously your super joker. But also, you know, just leaving all of the blots for hitting. I could just imagine certain scenarios where you just hit one of those outside guys, you don't hit back, and maybe just pick up everything, and the gammon is back on. But he does make a few really good plays here. He slots immediately, you know, trying to close the board.
Oh,
and
yeah, he plays phenomenal in this game.
Yeah, he gets hit, he hits back, and then slots it again, you know, with just no fear, knowing that, you know, like, you get off the gammon and you potentially, I mean, the wins are very small here, you know, with you only having 1 left, but, you know, you just need to make the board. And he found the slotting play at speed.
Yeah,
which is really
I don't
good.
think he spent any seconds on entire game. I mean, the rest of the game, so that's crazy.
All right, game 9 seems good so far. All the way down here, 5-1, 5-4. Oh, these cubes here at the end for him. Yeah, this is where. Okay. Yeah, I think he was just in the mode of playing fast. These are normally things he would find instantly. It's you know, the guy's completely primed. You're out. He's back. You know, I think he would normally find these pretty.
Yeah, I
pretty
guess.
easily.
Yeah, that kills his PR.
And especially on move 12, right? Like, there's just nothing here anymore for you, really. You know, it's just you've got no outside structure anymore. You're just on the 8. He's got 2 on the 18. You know, as long as you clear, you know, as long as you know you don't roll like a 6-1, like he's just totally fine in this spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he could spend, say, 5 seconds on this move, he would find the cube here. But he didn't. He didn't have a time for that. He didn't spend time on this.
Yeah, didn't spend any time. Yeah, like I feel like he was still getting in the mode of just playing fast and not really realizing that he could play at a slightly slower speed and still have time left. I feel like he had delay time left on his clock for a lot of these decisions, and maybe an extra second that didn't cost him anything could have been used and would have found it. And then the last game, game 10, everything played perfectly. And at this point, you are up 13 points after 10 games. You got to be feeling good, right?
I was feeling good. Yeah.
And he called for a break. Obviously, good time to take a break. You lose 13 points in 10 games, even against the best player in the world. That's like way above normal. So a break was called, and I guess we'll see you again after session 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me here today for this. I certainly know I've learned a lot. I've looked over these positions. I was here for the game, and being able to discuss some of these spots with you, and then just the metagame, like overall as a whole in this scenario, I find to be very interesting. And I hope everybody at home enjoyed it as much as I did. So thank you for joining me here today, Mochy. And I can't wait to do this again after episode 2.
All right. Thank you for having me. And I really enjoyed the time with you. And let's do it again.
Sounds good. And one of the next episodes, they're going to be going back and forth between my channel and Mochy's channel. So please follow us both. Hit the notification bell on both channels so you can be notified when new content comes up. Mochy just posted a new video of a lecture of his from the New York Metropolitan Open on his YouTube page, and I recommend everybody go check that out. Even bearing checkers in and taking checkers off in a no contact position, there are tons of things to think about. I was there at that lecture, and it was well worth my $10. All right. So I'll see you again next time, yeah? Enjoy.
Yeah. See you.
Bye.
Have a nice day, Justin. Bye.
Bye.